Hey, Sid. So, hi guys, I'm Colwen. This is another vlog where I just sit around and I bitch and moan about life. Dad says I shouldn't do this, but I figure if I don't mention names, if I avoid too many details, it'll be fine. This is me just venting because I will feel better. So I've talked about being autistic a bunch of times, okay? It's the main focus of my channel. I'm an autistic guy, all right. And it's funny. More and more I'm realizing that I'm almost like one of those characters out of different novels you read, and it's kind of, like, oh yeah, I didn't realize I was that much like this particular thing or that particular thing, and just like it's really, I don't know how to describe it, but what's really upsetting me is okay, so when somebody has a medical condition, okay, they're allergic to a food. Oh, I'm allergic to meat. You're not allergic to meat. You just don't want to eat meat. And then somebody sneaks meat in their food and they get sick, almost dies. Like, oh, I didn't realize. Why was it up to you to force them to eat meat? Child says, I can't swim, and you throw them in the water anyways and they drown. Oh, I didn't realize you couldn't swim that badly. For 5 months at work, I've been wearing these sunglasses. And, okay, you can see if something were to hit the glasses, I'd be fine. But last Monday, not last week, but the previous week, we had that whole week vacation off, which was nice. I enjoyed it. It was fun. And that Sunday, sitting there on my computer, playing around on my phone, I was like, dude, I'm actually looking forward to going back to work. I enjoy my job. I enjoy throwing dust all day. I work in the powder coater. I'm throwing around paint dust. I enjoy my coworkers. My bosses are great people. Both my bosses, Mr. Dave and Mr. J. And I mentioned Mr. D's name in one of my other videos. You guys don't know what company I'm working for. And my coworkers watching this shit, mum's the word. Shut your mouth. Shut up. They know I wear the sunglasses. And the only question they ever had was, how do you see in those? Not, are you blind? Not, take those off. It's, how do you function with such dark shades? And recently I took these up to my coworkers like, hey, try them on. Put them on. And they were able to see, wow, they're really not that dark. Monday, they stopped the production, and all right, everyone, come on up to the front. Plant manager has to talk to us. In the last 4 or 5 months or so, they've gotten new people in the welding department. And over the last 4 or 7 months, there have been easily 2 accidents every month. Somebody's getting their hand poked, someone's getting their hand slashed, cut, burnt, something. And then shortly before, was it before the winter break, before the summer break? Sometime recently, somebody refused to get out of the way of a forklift and got their foot ran over. Popped like a cherry tomato. It was horrible. So everyone's over here, hey, safety. Well, I've had a safety concern with the paint booth. The way it's designed, there's this big trench right in the middle of the paint booth where I walk. And there's times when I go in there with my full suit on, I got the painter helmet on, and that painter helmet has a mask like this. So I have lost easily 40% of my peripheral vision. Also, as I'm working, it will slowly slip off my head. I'm having to push it back down on my head. Cool, fine, I deal with that. Yeah, I'm in the car, it's bouncing around and stuff. Talk to Mr. J, talk to Mr. Dave. They both are kind of hemmy and hawty about it. Hey, guys, just throw a plastic grate in there so I can step on something instead of falling into a damn hole. So plant manager's there. Hey, bring us any issues. Okay, cool. Here's my issue. Well, take it up to your guy. Well, I have. He doesn't want to do anything about it yet, so I'm bringing it to you. We all go back to our jobs. About 10, 15 minutes, I can't remember how long later, Mr. Dave's like, hey, Colwen, This isn't me. He actually says, this isn't my choice. Safety saw you wear sunglasses, and they think your sunglasses, and he says, they think the reason you're falling in the trench is because your sunglasses are too dark and you can't see the trench. No, it's that I'm looking up instead of down because I'm blowing the paint away from the top of the machine, and my feet forget where the floor is. It's not, again, another one of those cases where I say X and people hear Y. I tell Mr. Dave, dude, I've got light sensitivity. Your lights here are too bright. I have to wear these. Tell you what, I will go to Lowe's tonight after work, and I will get proper, and hey, guess what? I did. But that's skipping ahead in the story a little bit. I'm expecting a phone call from another company. So he says, hey, we've got clear lenses and we've got smoky lenses. You probably can't see because it's dark in here right now. Will that help at all? Oh, no, not really. And now I'm dropping shit. Can you? Oh, you can see right there as I hold it up to the window. Do you really think these are the equivalent to these? And so I put these damn things on. And one, they're not dark enough. And two, all it really does is make everything look piss colored. It's like I'm watching a movie about Mexico where they throw that sepia tone color over. It's like, oh no, it's all brown, so we're in Mexico. Within 15, 20 minutes, I feel like I've got pins and needles behind my eyes. I've got hard pressure in the middle of my sides, in the middle of my skull. I'm nauseous and I'm dizzy. I told Mr. Dave about that on the first break, and his response was, shit, that sucks, I'm sorry. What are we going to do about it? I'd like to put my glasses back on. I can't let you do that, I know. So I go home that night, feeling like shit. Next day I go back in there, and when I'm outside, the sun doesn't come up till like 6 o'clock, and I get there the sun doesn't come up till about 7:30. And I get there about 6 o'clock, so it's still nice and dark out. I'm walking through the yard with my hat on and my smoky lenses on. And the moment I walk into the building, fuck. Like, I didn't scream, I muttered it under my breath. So I have to go the entire day with just these. About 2 hours for the end of shift, I'm like, fuck this noise. Actually, no. What it was is I actually wore these through the parking lot because I can still see at night. And when I got in, I hung up all my stuff and I put these on, and immediately I couldn't. So towards the end of the day, I'm like, screw it. I'm going to put mine back on. And within like 5, 10, 15 minutes, my eyes felt better. My stomach felt better. Hey, Colwen, we got to talk to you. Fuck. There's a safety guy. I show him my glasses. I tell him I have light sensitivity. He doesn't even bother to acknowledge the concept of light sensitivity. You have to wear these. Put these back on. I got pissed off. I got angry. You know what? Fucking fire me. Fucking fire me. No, we're not going to fire you. You got to put these back on. Okay, fine. Then I'll get a lawyer and I'll sue somebody. Oh, apparently Kentuckians don't like it when you threaten litigation. If they're not willing to listen to me calmly explain myself, what other choice do I have but to get somebody to explain for me legally? Light sensitivity is a recognized medical condition. But no. I had to make an appointment. I actually called up Monday and made an appointment with the doctor on the 26th. And no, you got to wear these. I go to HR. Talk to her. And she calls up and, oh yeah, he threatened to get a lawyer. Yeah, I threatened to get a lawyer because you're not fucking listening. I'm talking to her, and I'm trying to explain to her light sensitivity, and I worked the last 15 years at night. Oh, in pitch dark? No, but there are streetlights around, and if you know anything about California, there's a lot of streetlights around, and it's really bright at night. And yeah, there are times, places in California, you can drive down the freeway at 1 in the morning, and there's so many streetlights, you can wear sunglasses. And oh, well, what about when you get home? I'd keep the lights off, and I'd use different color light bulbs. Well, did you have blackout curtains? Well, yes, actually, I did. So I begrudgingly, fine, I'll put the other glasses on. Oh, it's in the wash right now. And it needs to get washed. I came back the next day. It was a Wednesday. And I was wearing these smoky lenses, and Tuesday actually I went out and bought these. And what's nice about these, and I brought these in on Wednesday to show both Mr. J and Mr. D, these follow the Anis 871 and Casa 943 whatever. These follow the whatever, and they're impact resistant, and they and it wasn't the glasses, it's the color of the glasses. I guess you guys are out here a lot more racist than I thought, because apparently black lenses are offensive also. Ow, that was fucked. That was fucked up. I came back in Wednesday and I had a welder's cap. I have my tan color welder's cap. If you know anything about welder's cap, it's a bowl-shaped cap with like a lip or whatever on the back, and you tuck it down over the back of your head to keep your hair all tucked away and keep your neck covered. Well, I wore it backwards to kind of cover my eyes. And so it's like a floppy baseball cap. And it worked. A little bit. My eyes still hurt, but since I don't have light directly smashing into them, and it's kind of deflected a little bit, okay, my eyes don't hurt as much. Still nauseous, still dizzy. And eye pain, nausea, and dizziness are all classic symptoms of light sensitivity. And I mentioned autism earlier in this video, and like my whole channel's about me being autistic. Sensory sensitivities is a common thing among autistic people. Probably explains why I like to wear jackets so much, because I just don't like my arms being exposed. And I could be out in the sun with no jacket on. Out in the sun with no sunglasses on. I'm going around like this. Is this how I should function at work with my eyes pretty much half closed? HR lady at one point when I'm talking to her tells me, maybe you're making yourself feel sick. And, oh, it's not the company's fault your stomach hurts. I know correlation is not necessarily causation, but when you're 5 months completely fine and dandy doing your job great, and suddenly you take away sunglasses, take away tinted lenses, and immediately, next day, all my coworkers are like, what the fuck's wrong with him? I have my paint partner, wonderful woman, hilarious woman. If you're listening, you're great. I love you like a coworker. And I apologize again. But we each got our own stop buttons, and she's gotten in the habit of, when something goes wrong, she screams at me to hit my button. Well, it was Tuesday and I was really suffering, and she screams at me to stop my button. I stopped the button. I'm like, hey! You've got your own button, right? You don't gotta bug me every single time you need me to push the button. And I'm right. I'm right by you. But I'm still a dick. What did I do this last Monday? Hey, last week I snapped you a couple times about the button. I'm sorry. But I hope you understand, I'm feeling really, really, really shitty right now. And, my eyes are hurting. And she's like, oh, no. I get it. Thank you, though. You do have your own button, though. I do have my own button. she panics, and she reaches out for me to help her and reassure her. And I'm like, I don't know what you're panicking about over there, woman. It's funny about our two paint guns is they're sucking from the same paint source, but her gun will run out before my gun will run out. And I know why. Because her gun is literally 2-3 feet farther away from the paint source. And sometimes my gun will run out, but hers won't. I was like, this machine's all fucked up. Dude, they installed the damn thing backwards. I'm not going to get details on that right now, but they installed the damn machine backwards. Last week, the entire week, up until I got that brim thing, and that thing helped. But like, I didn't eat nearly as much. Like the amount of food I ate last week went in half, like straight cut in half, and I'm barely getting anything down because my stomach is just so. No, we don't want any food right now. We're sick. We don't feel good. Get out of the sun. Because when I'm around these bright ass lights, that's what my body's feeling. It's like I'm in the sun. Thursday. Hey, I really need to go talk to safety about this stuff. Like, and I looked this shit up. So OSHA says it's, not using the right word, forbids. Okay, that's close enough, but they use a different word. Forbids monochromatic gray lenses in areas of dynamic lighting. I find out later on that this entire plant technically is dynamic lighting because I've got a coworker who has used the... Oh, hold on. I got to you guys later. Well, that was friggin' annoying. It's a security guard post here in Somerset, which would be nice. But they're calling me up specifically to say, oh, well, we've got somebody else for that post already, but we'll keep you in mind. Gee, thanks. Okay. I tried to maybe I can tell you about some of my experience in security, because I've got 20 plus years doing security guard work. Where... Okay, so... monochromatic gray lenses are eyeglasses that are made in such a way that will auto tint back and forth. And the reason why they're prohibited, or some other word, forbidden, prohibited, is because if you hit them with the right light, they will automatically tint and leave the person wearing them blind for minutes on end. Shit, and I found out from one of my coworkers, like, you see those lights right over there? Yeah. If I were to even glance at those wearing my monochromatics, they'd be blinked. Oh, shit. Okay, cool. Here's the thing, though. These and these are not auto tinters. They are automatically tinted. So that doesn't matter. Also, OSHA discourages use of tinted lenses while inside a building because it could lead the wearer to develop light sensitivity. I've already got the light sensitivity, so also you're allowed to wear tinted lenses to protect your eyes from dangerous radiation. I don't know how uneducated people around here might be, but you do know light, whether it's from the sun, an LED, a fluorescent, or an incandescent, or even this tablet, this screen here. I don't know. Do holograms count as a radiation? Sid's projecting a little holographic screen for me. That's how I can see him. Hi, Sid. He's floating like right over here. Sid's cool. Light is a radiation. So if I'm sensitive to visual radiation, guess what? Talking to the safety dude about this stuff, and I'm throwing out these different, I'm like, should's an operative word. Well, OSHA regulations are open to interpretation also. We can make exceptions. You just couldn't make one when I'm actively talking to you. I have to go out there and be sick to my stomach with a headache and all this other bullshit. And And I tell him, I could just get my doctor to write a prescription saying let him wear tinted lenses. Oh, well, I could get my doctor to prescribe me to be allowed to knock back a fifth of vodka or whiskey or whatever every hour. Safety dude's thinly disguised wish. Wanting to be sloshed at work all day. Dude, even my boss, Mr. Dave, he knows what's in this, and he sees me under my painter hood. And what do? Paint! And I'm a damn good painter. Telling the other guys, hey dudes, when you paint this stuff, the paint wants to get on the part. Just go slow enough and give it the time to work. They got me training the other dudes on the crew how to do this shit. Whenever parts come through, there's times that parts will come through and it's like, okay, we only need one person to paint these. So just soak the hell out of it. And they always leave them, no. Colwen, you stay there, you paint this. This last day, yesterday I went in and I, we get off work Thursday. I'm feeling like shit. My coworkers are noticing me stumbling around. They're noticing someone's different. I'm eating way less. I'm talking way less. And then, even when I am talking, they can tell, like, nah, dude, he ain't feeling good. He's trying to feel good. He's trying to be better. He's trying to be happy and pleasant to interact. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm dying, but I'm trying. I'm dying, but I'm trying. I'm dying. All my coworkers, when I left to go over to talk to HR, were like, dude, I hope he comes back. Is he coming back? Is he coming back? They're yelling at safety. Hey, his glasses aren't that dark. Leave him alone. Mr. Dave is waiting outside. Coworker walks up. Dave, Mr. Dave. Do you catch a fish this big? Mr. D, why are you waiting out here? Hope a Colwen comes back. Shit, hope a Colwen comes back. Dude, I could call these guys by their first name as long I don't even know their last names. I don't want to know their last names. Not out of any insult per se, just I don't need to know their last name. They don't know my last name. Well, I think I've mentioned it a couple times just for referencing where I'm from and stuff, Denmark and all that shit. I go home Thursday. As soon as I get in my car, I'm putting my sunglasses back on every single day. And within 10-15 minutes driving down the road, I'm feeling better. Get home Thursday. I go to walk into the shop. Dad's in there doing stuff in the shop. He's got all those LEDs. Been living in that shop for going on 8 months. Those lights never, yeah, they kind of bothered me. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there looking up at them. I'm going to keep my eyes kind of down and distracted and stuff. But in general, those lights have never bothered me. I go into the shop. I go take my glass. Never mind. Fine. Friday. I slept in pretty much the whole day. I did some videos. I got some other stuff on queue and sit here. But Friday, he comes in. I have just the TV going. He turns the lights on. He starts doing stuff on his machines. Sitting there in my own home, watching TV wearing sunglasses. Told Mr. D about this. Sunday. Colwen, get up. Let's go to church. Cool. Go to church. Been going to this same church for the last 8 months. Those lights never bothered me. I'm sitting in Sunday service wearing sunglasses. And I'm making sure to move around a little bit extra so people know I'm awake. I have a hard time falling asleep. I have a bad time of falling asleep when I'm in church because it's relaxing and I don't sleep well another time and it's just, I feel safe. I feel like I'm not going to have somebody going out of their way to screw with me. I go into work Monday. I don't even bother taking my sunglasses inside. It's open, but I have this in my jacket pocket. And I tell Mr. D about what happened Friday, Saturday, Sunday with my eyes. I tell him, like, dude, these lights are actively making my eyes worse. These lights are actively making my eyes worse. I was able to get my appointment moved to tomorrow, Wednesday, at 1 in the afternoon. I go home Monday afternoon. Sunglasses in the shop. I'm talking to Dad. I go take a shower. I get cleaned up. I go back inside. I lay down. He comes in to ask me if I wanted something to eat. He sees me laying on my bed, pillow over my face. He's not hungry. Turns the lights off for me, walks out. I realize, oh shit, lights are off. So I get up, turn on a smaller, less bright light, do a couple things, move some things around in my room that I wanted to move around, and went back to bed. I went to bed probably about 8 o'clock. I was laying in bed at 7. He turned the lights off about 8 o'clock. I woke up for a little bit, went back to bed about 8:30. I woke up at midnight, ended up in the bathroom, throwing up. We don't have a bathroom in the shop, so I had to get dressed, walk a couple hundred feet over to the guest house, get in that bathroom, threw up not a whole lot, and spent the next 2.5, maybe 3 hours, I lost track, dry, with nothing in my stomach, a little bit of stomach bile coming out every once in a while. For like 2.5 friggin' hours, I'm dry heaving in the bathroom. It's not the company's fault your stomach hurts. It's not the company's fault your eyes hurt. Again, correlation, not necessarily causation. When I was talking to the safety lady earlier in the week, I dropped the line, oh, so it's my choice if I quit, if I walk away from the job or not. So I'm Schrodinger's employee. I'm Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that it? She had to stop. Wait, what? You know what Schrodinger's cat is? Fuck yeah, I know what Schrodinger's cat is, woman. I didn't say that part. And I tried to explain to her about me being autistic. She didn't want to hear it. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. And I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to get off work. I'm going to go see the doctor feeling as miserable as I possibly can. I'm going to tell her all the shit that's going on. And here's the nice thing about doctors. You ever hear the joke, Doc, it hurts when I move my arm this way. It hurts when I move. Then stop moving your arm that way. I mean, yeah, let's take some x-rays and whatnot and figure out what's wrong with your arm. But, stop moving your arm that way then. Exactly how you stop moving your arm in a way that's meant to move. But, okay. Point. Doctors would rather do the simplest non-medication thing first. Oh, you say your eyes are sensitive to bright light and wearing sunglasses or tinted lenses helps, and you're having all these symptoms because you're not being allowed to wear your tinted lenses? Let my patient wear tinted safety lenses. Problem solved. I'll still go to the optometrist. I'll still go to the neurologist because maybe there's legitimately something wrong with me. But hey, if they go through and they figure out what is legitimately actually wrong with me, and it's okay, well, either A, he wears tinted lenses the rest of his life, or B, we go in and do medication, eye surgery, brain surgery, goodness knows what else. Let the guy wear his tinted lenses. And here's what I think is great. Okay, oh, if you go in someplace that's dark, you won't be able to see. Or. I'm a transformer, dude! My throat is getting sore. My throat's getting sore from this. Is that a symptom of light sensitivity, sore throats? surprise me. If my eyes are hurting and your eyes are connected to your sinuses and your sinuses are connected to your ears, all this stuff is all like one thing affects another. So like maybe my eyes hurting is causing my sinuses to hurt, causing my throat to hurt. So yeah, that's it really. I was enjoying work and now I'm not enjoying work. Now I'm miserable at work. It's fucking phenomenal. And really, I think absolutely what it is safety didn't want to do his job. Safety didn't want to come over and look at the paint booth and watch me in the paint booth. Safety just wanted to go, oh no, he can't see because those glasses. And he's having so much trouble with the weld department having issues that he was looking for a quick win. See? I fixed that problem. It wasn't the machine, it was that idiot employee because I'm a fucking moron that doesn't know how to take his sunglasses off. And you know, if you're rocking those diametric chrome gray lenses at auto tint and suddenly they go black, I really don't see why. I mean, granted, if you got astigmatism and everything's all blobby and whirly and all fucked up, okay, granted, you're not going to want to lift your lenses up, but like, if you're suddenly blind, open your windows, open your shades. I got a notebook and I've been writing down details and names and, you know, pretty much everything that I've talked about here is in that notebook, plus names and other stuff. I think I've got it all out right now. Yeah. I don't know when this video will be uploaded. Probably I'm going to wait a couple of weeks. This is the first time in my life wearing sunglasses at night has ever been an issue. I remember wearing sunglasses back in middle school and high school. I remember getting into arguments with teachers about my eyes hurt. Leave me alone. And that was one of the few things that my mom was like, you know what, no. She actually would call up to school for me each time I complained about it. Hey, my son's sensitive to bright lights. Leave him alone. Now, I'm pretty sure me wearing sunglasses probably attracted a lot. Well, why is this asshole wearing sunglasses? Fuck him, let's screw with him. He must think he's cool. No, my eyes hurt. And how in the fuck it is that you guys can go around just raw dogging the sun, just getting your eyes just skull fucked. When I'm in the paint booth, I have to look up to paint these parts. And directly above me are two bright fluorescent lights that have their own weird little pattern going on. And just over here is this big old long 10-foot long strip of LED lights. I like incandescent lights. Incandescent lights are nice because they light up and like maybe they blink once in a while, but it's a solid, warm, off-white light, and it just, I get it. They're a waste of power because most of their light is burnt, most of their energy is bled off as heat. Cool. Alright. Fluorescent lights blink in really weird patterns. And no true fluorescent lights are the same. And like, I can't see it through my shades, but I can look inside the laundromat right here, and even the laundromat windows are blocking out a little bit of fluorescence, but I can see them blinking just slightly differently from each other. LED lights don't blink, but when you have a long strip of them, the light hits your eyes at different angles, and since it's hitting your eyes at different angles, it's hitting your eyes at different speeds and stuff. Same effective thing. I asked either one of them, safety and HR, are you guys doctors? No. Are you a doctor? No, I'm the one suffering from the condition. I want to eat. I want to eat so bad. I want to go over to the Chinese buffet and just dig right in on some chicken on a stick and some sushi, but I know if I eat much of anything, I'm going to throw it up. And that wouldn't be such a big deal, but the fact that I really can't work while nauseous. Maybe I'll lose some weight. I don't know. I'm Colwen. Sid. Thank you for recording. I'm going to stop recording, edit these videos together, and just try and relax and go check on my laundry and go home. Those of you who've been paying attention to my Wendy's chicken nugget videos, Wendy's is going to be doing lunch soon, and on my way home, I'm going to swing by there and get some nuggets. And I'll mention this again in the video, but the nuggets, the sauce nuggets I've tried is the regular buffalo, the ghost pepper one, regular buffalo, spicy buffalo, regular garlic parmesan, spicy garlic parmesan, and regular honey barbecue. So, since my ghost pepper one blew up so well, when I go back over there, I'm going to order ghost peppers, and I'm going to order the spicy honey barbecue. This is going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. Again, I'm Colwen. Thank you for letting me rant and bitch and moan. If you've got any comments below, please keep them polite, keep them civil. And if I don't like what you're saying, I will engage and I will tell you, hey, go screw off. I've done it before. So one of the nice things about not getting paid on YouTube, I can kind of be a bit more of a YouTube rule breaker because they don't really pay me. I'm not making money. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.